ecological view of Indigenous research. There's some principles, that are involved with this, and part of it is starting with ecological integrity. So, does the research have ecological integrity? And that's not only in terms of a physical ecology, but also a social ecology. Start from the premise that what you do has integrity and honors life-giving relationships. Life-giving relationships. Among my people, we say, "Woatsigi." For life's sake, we do this. For life's sake, we do this. So start from the premise that what you do has integrity and honors life-giving relationship. The sustainable orientation is built in from the very beginning, built in the process which sustains community and culture. Create the vision and purpose. See what you do in light of the revitalization of community. Purpose and action. Cultural integration. Actions originating through spiritual agency for Native people. That stems from connections to a cultural way of being. Respect for all. Actions stem from respect for and celebration of community. Engaging the participation of community. The community is both the medium and the beneficiary of these things. So, part of the changing of the story that is needed is that at one time the community was the medium. Somewhere along the way, the individual all of a sudden became the medium and the wherefore. And as difficult as it is for contemporary Western people to realize that it's not the individual, but it's the community that survives through time. That is a very important learning that has to be brought forward. So as we think about those things, we also think about relationships. So building upon and extending relationships are an essential process of education and healthy development in whatever context you may find it. Restoring and extending the health of the community is always the key goal. Every initiative should generate dynamic and creative processes and build relationships. I've worked a lot with Cheryl Charles and Bob Samples, they're good friends of mine. And in their book, Coming Home, they state, healthy communities are cultural and natural systems where life and learning are nourished by the actions of the members. This enables peaceful and sustainable futures. We begin with one community and then become members of and affect many other kinds of community through our lifetime. So essentially, just as it can be said that we are storytelling animals, we are also community-making, community-meaning animals. Creating meaning through community, and this is a community, as you know, in and of itself. And so you know how that dynamic works, because you've already experienced it during these past 2 days. So we begin with one core community, but we become members and affect many other kinds of community through our lifetime. Human communities reflect a sense of purpose, agreement on core values, participation, communication, commitment, collaboration, and trust. Conscious choice to be a member of the community, but shared responsibility in that membership. Acceptance, accountability, respect, reciprocity, passion, but also efficacy, the ability of doing things in ways that keep the community going, keeping it together over time. So, community does require a lot. It requires a lot of attention, which I think we now have to bring forward once again. It gives us, in a sense, perception of belonging. It supports our sense of identity. It places our identity in context. It requires participation and commitment. It requires the support of individuals, but in turn supports individuals. And through synergy, it attains its coherence, and the synergy is all of those factors, contexts working together, in a sense, in a flow, if you will, to create the expression of community. Teaching and family and community. Commitment to developing those necessary skills, commitment to community revitalization and renewal, commitment to mutual reciprocal action and transformative change. This is a Pueblo painting depicting a Pueblo hunter which is happening right now as I speak. As the successful hunters come and they present the deer that they have taken, during the hunt, and they present that gift to their family. They tell the story of that relationship of people to the animal that they've taken, and how the animal becomes the animal, they become the animal. So there's that mutual reciprocal kind of relationship that is restored and re-remembered in that context of family, taking in this deer.